Someone made a fake account pretending to be the chief of police. Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Misinformation. Yes, that's a lot of that going around about what happened between Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony on a Frisco, Texas track just last week. It happened on April 2nd around 10 a.m. local time. And you all have heard about this tragic stabbing. Both were 17 years old. Right now, Austin is no longer with us, and Carmelo Anthony is in custody on a $1 million bond. So I wanted to talk about this today, but before I do, don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications. Make sure that you watch the video to the very end. Now let's get into this. So there's been a lot of misinformation, and I'm going to share this with you. And this article is coming by way of Austin American-Statesman. So let me just share this information with you all right now. And we're just going to take a look at this because a lot of things have been floating around online, people saying things about Austin Metcalf that appear not to have come from officials. These are just people making up phony accounts and pushing out information to try and make it look like either Carmelo was innocent and warranted in what he did. Most of them are leaning Carmelo's way that look like they are misinformation. So I'm going to read this. Again, this is coming by way of Austin American-Statesman. And it states, law enforcement is warning of misinformation being spread online relating to the death of Texas teenager Austin Metcalf. Metcalf, 17, died on April 2nd after being stabbed in the heart at a high school track meet at Frisco Independent School District's Kuykendall Stadium. He was a student at Memorial High School, which is located 3 miles north of the crime scene. The altercation between Metcalf and Centennial High School student Carmelo Anthony occurred around 10 a.m. Police say the two were involved in a disagreement over a seat at the track meet before Anthony wielded a knife and stabbed Metcalf. First responders performed life-saving measures on the wounded victim, from CPR to blood administration, but the teen died at the scene. Anthony, also 17, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, Frisco police confirmed last week. As of Monday, Anthony was being held in the Cullen County Jail on a $1 million bond. Now, it's stating right here, fake accounts spread misinformation about Austin Metcalf's death. The day after the tragedy, the police department made another post warning of a fake account on social media purporting to belong to Chief David Shilson. Someone made a fake account pretending to be the chief of police. The public was encouraged to rely only on the department's verified accounts for accurate information. The fake account alleged the stabbing was a result of a mutual combat altercation initiated when Metcalf sucker punched Anthony, according to Click to Houston. The posts also say Metcalf smashed Anthony's phone into one of the bleachers. These claims have not been confirmed by law enforcement. In a statement, Shilson explains the impersonation of a law enforcement officer is a criminal offense and a third-degree felony, which will be investigated. On Friday, officials reported that yet another social media account was sharing false information about the case. A fabricated photo of a document from the county medical examiner states Metcalf's primary cause of death was an MDMA drug overdose, listing blood loss from a stab wound as a secondary cause. Oh my gosh. These people are out here wanting to change the narrative. And you can be for sure these are liberal Black people who are doing this, trying to make it look like Austin Metcalf committed these acts of throwing the phone, was on drugs, and all of these things. Now, we don't know whether or not these things are true or not, but they did not come from the police department. Okay, these are coming from fake accounts. According to this article, the Frisco Police Department is aware of an image circulating on social media purporting to be a report from the Collin County Medical Examiner's Office. The post reads, quote, "At this time, the report has not been released. Therefore, any information currently found online is false. Only official releases from verified accounts should be trusted. Do not contribute to the misinformation by spreading unconfirmed information." Wow. So just because you see something online does not mean that it is true. And it could look like it's coming from the police department, but not be coming from the police department. And that's a crime, pretending to be law enforcement. Just, so people who are doing that, I suggest you stop. But if you've already done it, you're already in trouble. Okay, it's going to come knocking on your door. So people getting all up in their feelings, making this into a race thing. Maybe it was, we don't know. We don't know. I've heard things that Austin Metcalf used the N-word. I don't know. People just pushing out a whole lot of information that looks like, according to this article, it is false information. Anthony claims self-defense. Lawyer confirms. Several media outlets cite an arrest affidavit claiming Anthony told an officer at the scene that he had acted in self-defense. And, Anthony claimed, he said that he was protecting himself and that he said it says Anthony allegedly said unprovoked when an officer told him to keep his hands in the air. The officer then communicated to others that he had the alleged suspect in custody, to which Anthony said, "I'm not alleged. I did it." So he was unprovoked when he, made this statement to officers. He said he was protecting himself without any kind of provocation from the officers. That's according to this article right here. And it states, "I know that my client said it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I need to develop facts, talk to people, and figure out what's going on before I make my statements about what I think happened." Walpole told NBC5 DFW, "I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time." Walpole, which is the attorney for the Anthony family, also said he requested a hearing for this week to have Anthony's $1 million bond lowered. And donations for the Metcalf family are pouring in. We also know that they are pouring in for the Anthony family. So this is what is out there. Oh gosh, look at this. Karmelo Anthony GoFundMe campaigns taken down. Give, Send, Go raises over $170,000. Alternatively, at least 3 other online fundraising campaigns have been launched supporting Anthony. One campaign said Anthony was a respectful, well-mannered young man and had 0 criminal history, not even a blemish. It had raised $140,000 before it was taken down. A GoFundMe spokesperson told The Independent that they prohibit fundraisers for the legal defense of violent crimes. The spokesperson was not identified. So you're not able to, let it just be a lesson. You're not able to use GoFundMe or any crowd funding form or platform for illegal activity. So for violent crimes, things of that nature, you're not allowed to do that, which makes me think about Brianna Rivers, who sucker punched a pro-life activist twice in New York City. She punched Savannah Craven. Remember I covered that as well. So there's a lot of misinformation out here. Don't believe everything that you are seeing online. People are trying to make their case, but according to this article, that information that's been going around about the drugs in Austin Metcalf's system, and that this phone, he threw Karmelo Anthony's phone, that did not come from them. And it looks, according to this article, to be misinformation. So people are out here boo-hooing and hollering, trying to pull out their victim card. Now, Black folks, I'm going to need those of you on the left to stop renewing your victim card. Just cancel it. Cancel it. You're not a member anymore. You're not a member of the victim club. Try your best not to be a member of the victim club, okay? Stop it. But that's all I have for today, Warriors. Don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications so that you never, ever miss a video that I post. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, the United States of America, and march on, Warriors.